Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for our third game of the evening on our third new map of the evening, and it's going to be some TVP now. Get ready to get your tongues in a twist, because introducing our first player, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, is going to be our green Terran player, and we discussed how to pronounce his name at length before the game. We're going to go for Plkzyee. Plkzyee. We're going to Plkzyee. This is Plkzyee. Okay. We pay producers to tell us these things.
Yeah, thanks God I have to introduce a player who goes by the simple name of Pink, and he is from the team Fnatic, and we saw him in the game too, where he showed a great PvZ of course, and now he has to show his PvT skill.
Now, I'm not happy with this at all. This is ridiculous. Now, if you've got any respect for your viewers whatsoever, then you'll have a name that's pronounceable without having it explained to you beforehand. I have no idea how that's Plkzyee. I mean, I'm happy that it's Plkzyee because it's easy enough to say, but I mean, come on. Plkzyee. It's Plkzyee. Never mind. Plkzyee. Welcome to the game, Plkzyee.
I thought it's the Pig's Eye or something like that.
Well, fortunately, we have Pink opposite him on the map, and there's no debates whatsoever how to say his name. In case you're wondering, he's even helpfully coloured in pink. So, anywho, onto the game itself. We've got an early gateway coming down from Pink, nothing too far from standard at the moment. Early barracks coming down from Plkzyee. Nothing alarming as yet, Gentle.
Yes, PvT, I haven't seen too many of them recently, so I'm really excited to see what we're gonna see, especially on this new map here, which I'm not even familiar of the name.
This is Yonsu. This is Yonsu.
Okay.
It's got a half and half map. It's half frosty and snowy and half green. It means our fellow caster Zoeg only likes half of this map because he only plays well on green maps. So yeah, we do have an SCV moving out across the map now. If you'll mind my poor attempts at humour, he's just going to have a little poke around to see what we can find. He's going to head up the ramp. He's going to see a probe just waiting to pop down its first nexus, presumably. And it's going to be met by a Zealot who's going to try and carve his way through him, but the SCV will outpace him. And he's going to see exactly what's going on. He's going to see two workers in each gas. Going to see a mothership core about to spawn. And the second nexus has gone down. So really we don't have any kind of firm guidance yet what we're going to see out of Pink. And I think the same applies to Plkzyee. No real indication of exactly what we're going to get, although we are seeing a second barracks instead of a factory.
Yeah, Pink is actually upgoing a reasonably standard build here, having the Robo now on the way and not really knowing about his opponent here whatsoever. The Zealot is about to be scouting the bunker and eventually the command center that is being set up here by Plkzyee, and just now we do see the first gas after the 5-minute mark.
We do now. The Zealot didn't get in and to scout out that command center, but there's a bunker there for a reason, so he's going to go back to his base and report that there is an expansion. We have a third barracks coming down now, so we are going to see a heavy bio build coming here from Plkzyee, which it's the way people are playing against Protoss at the moment. It's not considered viable at all to go mech against Protoss, so that does make sense. On the other hand, we've got an extra 2 gateways coming down, but no warp gate as of yet.
Yeah, so both players playing this out pretty standard and setting up their structures for the moment. We do see the observer here on the way just to see exactly what's going on here on the top right side, where we do see an engineering bay being set up as well as another gas geyser. So no okay, just now started the stim pack and as well as a reactor.
Yep, stim pack, reactor coming down, so bio's the option. It's the go-to option for Protoss players against Terran. In the meantime, over in Pink's base, we're getting the sentries out. We're dropping a few more pylons. We are now getting warp gate, which with 3 gates up, it offers the opportunity for aggression, but you need a proxy pylon on the map, and I wonder if going to think of placing one, because there's certainly no probe out on the map looking to do that. There's one that's just on its way at the moment, but no, that's just going to go mine. So purely defensive, nothing particularly aggressive as of yet. And indeed, the hallucinated Phoenix has just spawned. That will move out to find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and what do you think about the armor upgrade here from our player Pink? You think he's going massive amount of zealots, as he is also going for a Twilight Council here?
It would be an interesting build. I mean, there comes a point where zealots stop doing well against bio, because there's just so much bio where they can split so well. At least if microed properly. So it would be interesting, but of course, one of bio's Achilles heels is the area of effect damage that certain units can do. So weak against banelings, so weak against storms, so weak against archons, and Colossus absolutely tear through them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We are having a little poke out now. In fact, there's a Bioforce just making its way across the map. It is going to get picked up by the Zealot that's coming down in the centre of the map, but Pink's got a nicely poised Warp Prism on the right hand side of the map. And indeed, he drops some Zealots, having seen the Bioforce move out. His response going to be to zoom into the main and try and get some economic damage done. But it looks like the Bioforce will win the race and start to chop away at Pink's third. Pink may have to cancel that, but the drop does come down. The Zealots carving away at the SCVs. 2 go down, 3 go down, and now it's going to start work on this new barracks. It's not going to get done, but that Nexus was cancelled. So
and the Warp Prism gets sniped here by Plkzyee. Very nicely done, and will be cleaning off this aggression here by these Zealots, and also going for the aggression himself, but he won't be getting up the ramp as there are force fields in position.
Rather, how well were those forces? Now they try and trap the bio in with the Stalkers. Oh, get one Marauder is picked up there, a couple more units, they can't get back to their friends, and really good force fields there.
Really good force fields indeed, but Plkzyee was picking off the Mothership Core, therefore he is reducing the damage that has been done to him. So both players actually equalizing here in the unit loss tab, and yeah, doing good aggressions on both sides.
Yeah, Pink looking to establish that third again. 4 SCVs were picked off by that drop, so it's useful, but it's not really cost efficient in the long run. If all your drops are going to pick off just 4 SCVs, you might as well not bother. Now we've got the Bio Army waging war on those destructible rocks, absolutely determined to take them down. The third is going to be established by Pink, and it looks like we're going to have another little lull in the action.
Yeah, and Pink is a little bit ahead here in upgrades, I have to say. So Plkzyee really needs to keep on getting his upgrades down. Now just the armory has been finished, so he will he does want to start his +2 attack upgrade here eventually. Here we go. So he is going for more aggression, but not that many medivacs here as well. So this is yeah, a huge mistake, I think.
He doesn't have a single medevac, I don't think. The Observer is placed right above the Xel'Naga Tower, the one place the Bio was always going to go, and he's ready for this. He's spreading out his storms. He's got High Templars, he's got Storms if he wants them. Doesn't know he doesn't have a research storm yet. And now the Bio will push in, it's just about to finish, and down comes the first storm. Down comes the second storm. That Bio will be forced back, and the lack of medevacs now begins to tell. Although, it looks like the Spies are an awful lot of damage. Oh, that's a really good storm. Just the Bio comes up once more. The Zealots charging in. The Sentry's going to get picked up at the front there, and it looks like this Bio might just about win this engagement. No, it's going to get pushed back. The Archon turns up just in time. But now here are the medevacs. Things could get tasty.
It's getting really close here, but Plkzyee doing a lot of damage here into the army here of Pink. With the lack of medevac support, he's just now having it. He's not really being too cost effective, so both players losing a lot of resources, and actually Pink 1,000 more.
Absolutely, Pink realises the need for more gateways, adds on 2 more at his third, adds on 2 more on top of those 2 at his third, 3 more indeed. He's going absolutely reactionary now. we've got a 4th command centre about to be constructed by Plkzyee. And it does look like we have another little lull. We've got a drop coming in the main, in fact, Book of the Devil, and there's cannons there to pick this one off, but are they going to do enough damage?
Oh, that was nicely defended here by Pink. He needs to come back into this, getting his units out. Pink really wants to get some more meat shield if he is actually going for a big attack, and also getting the switch here to his Robo and some Colossi production to force his opponent to not really, to not produce too many of these Medivacs and getting some Vikings.
Sure, and the Lossus is now the option that is being gone for. I don't think there's a single Viking on the map at the moment, so he needs to scout that this Colossus switch is happening. You would imagine that given the composition that Pink has seen, Plkzyee is going to think that at some point Colossus is going to be the answer. So the preemptive move would be to start building some Vikings. I'm not sure he's got enough, but I don't see that happening just yet. You have a couple of Medivacs just sneaking down the left hand side of the map, but there's an observer perfectly placed to see those coming in. Let's see if Pink notices. Has it escaped Pink's attention?
Oh, 2 feedbacks might be occurring. Nicely done here by Pink. Just had the energy to get this other feedback, but some of the units are surviving, and really close thing here. And Plkzyee will be going for another drop on the right side there as well, but Pink is set up with his defenses.
He is. There's no observers to see this coming, but there's a High Templar cannons there, so there's certainly some form of welcoming committee for this drop. So I can't see this going particularly well either. Here it comes, it's going to come off the high ground now. The cannon's going to start picking away at those Medivacs, and the first Medivac looks like it's going to go down, but no, they're going to take fire at the bottom, and the High Templar has been defeated. It's not done any damage. The whole time he comes across, those Colossus now will start carving through the Medivac. Surely he's not going to get away, no, and that drop consummately picked off by Pink there. Pink's got such an advantage in supply now, Gentle.
And look at that, Pink. It might be just moving out in the very moment. This might be a huge timing attack here for him, as Pink's Eye was just now starting his Viking production. He is ahead in the economy. He has a nice production there as well, but he needs some really good positioning to deal against these Colossi.
He does really good positioning, or really good EMPs, because he's got ghosts on the field now. So combined with the Vikings that he's going to have shortly, upon seeing those Colossus, a couple of well-placed EMPs could really swing this in his favour. One really good engagement could do well. An interesting choice to go for Blue Flame. I'm not sure what the end game is. That he's going to go for Hellbats, bizarrely. He hasn't got enough factories to do that. Is he going to go for... It's just an unusual one. Meanwhile, I think Pink's going to push out soon, Gentle. He's nearly maxed.
Absolutely, Pink should be going for the attack here very soon. Is maxed out, and 155 supply only for a 10 play, so this might be just the right timing. Halbert's just now in the starting with that Infernal Pre-Igniter finishing here, but will it be enough here to deal against this big force here from Pink?
I'd be surprised, although the longer Pink delays this, more opportunity it gives our friend Plkzyee
the High Templars
enough to defend.
Were forgotten. That's why this attack is actually quite delayed. And look at that, he is actually equalizing.
Oh, and the ghosts are there, but the EMPs went in, didn't hit the Colossus, and didn't hit High Templars.
No ghost. So there's only one ghost left here. He needs a perfect EMP onto the High Templars, or this might be devastating for a Terran player.
I don't think it's going to happen. There's 2 ghosts on the field, but unfortunately most of this dead time, and now the engagement comes in. The ghosts have dropped, and even one Colossus will drop. But there's carving through. There's the second Colossus is going to go down. The Vikings are relatively swift, but the Vikings do now go down. The Bio retreats into its place. 3 Colossus left standing. Oh, those storms, devastating storms, Gentle. And
they were so key to this. The Ghost was just barely missing all of the High Templars, and it was so huge to get Pink the advantage and fighting very straight onto this army.